can we have an uncomfortable conversation? Because some of y'all have already accepted a broke retirement before you've even started working toward one. And the wild part? It's not because the math is against you, it's because the narrative sold to you was trash. We've been fed this polished little lie that retirement is for rich people. Doctors, executives, tech bros with stock options, people who inherited family money and pretend it was just hard work. Meanwhile, the average person hears that story and quietly decides, yeah, that life probably isn't for me. And just like that, they opt out before they even begin. That's the scam, not low income. Low belief. Because let me tell you something that should rearrange your whole mindset. A janitor and a school teacher retired with nearly $1 million. Not because they were secretly rich, not because they hit crypto at the right time, not because they launched a startup, no, because they mastered the most boring superpower on earth, consistency. And I know, boring doesn't trend. Consistency doesn't go viral. Nobody makes motivational reels about automatic payroll deductions, but boring is what builds wealth. That couple never made huge salaries, combined income, around what many people would call not enough. They lived in the same house for decades. No luxury vacations, no constant upgrades, no chasing appearances, used cars, simple lifestyle, quiet decisions, and over time, those quiet decisions became financial freedom. That's the thing nobody tells you. Wealth often looks painfully average while it's being built, because real wealth is not loud. Debt is loud. Luxury on credit is loud. Trying to impress strangers is loud. Actual wealth, it moves in silence. And the Bible literally gave us the blueprint centuries ago, little by little. Not overnight, not instantly, not in one lucky break, little by little. That phrase in Proverbs, that's patience language, that's systems language, that's long game energy. And this is where people lose. Because we love dramatic wins. We want one move that changes everything. One business idea, one investment, one miracle. But money doesn't usually grow through drama. It grows through repetition. The janitor and the teacher did 3 things. That's it, 3. First, they invested a percentage of every paycheck from day one. Not when they felt ready, not when life became easier, not when the kids moved out. Day one. Second, they chose solid investments and left them alone. No panic, no emotional switching, no chasing trends. Third, they never touched it early, ever. That's it. No secret, no hack, no elite level strategy, just discipline stretched over decades. And that's where compound interest enters the chat. Now listen, compound interest is not just math. It's a patience test disguised as finance. Because in the beginning, it feels underwhelming. You put in money, and the growth looks tiny, almost disrespectful. You're sacrificing today and seeing almost nothing, which makes you wonder if it's even worth it. That's where most people quit, because early progress is invisible. But invisible doesn't mean ineffective. That's the rule in almost everything. Fitness, relationships, career, spiritual growth, money. The first years rarely look impressive. The payoff comes later. And later is where compound interest gets disrespectfully powerful. Because eventually your money starts making money. And then that money starts making money. And suddenly the growth is no longer tied to what you contribute. It's tied to what your investments produce. That's when the game changes, but only for the people who stayed. That's why consistency beats income every time. A high earner who spends everything, still broke. An average earner who invests steadily, future options. Because income creates opportunity, but behavior creates outcome, and behavior is available to everyone. That's the empowering part. You may not control your salary overnight, but you control your systems. And systems are where wealth is born. Let me put it this way. 2 friends get the same raise. One upgrades lifestyle immediately, new apartment, new car, more subscriptions, more convenient spending. The other increases investing by just 1%. Tiny choice. Looks insignificant. Fast forward 20 years, completely different lives. Because lifestyle inflation is sneaky. It convinces you every raise should become a reward. But if every increase in income becomes more spending, your financial life never actually advances. You just become a higher paid version of broke. That one stings, but it's real. And honestly, a lot of people don't have an income problem. They have an allocation problem. Money leaks where intention is absent. And if you don't tell your money where to go, it will disappear into convenience, cravings, and vibes. And vibes do not fund retirement. Let's be clear. This is not about never enjoying life. This is not about living miserably. This is not about hoarding every dollar. It's about choosing your future self as someone worth investing in. Because retirement is not some luxury reserved for the elite. It is the result of repeated financial faithfulness. And faithfulness is not glamorous. It's monthly, automated, quiet. It's deciding that every paycheck has an assignment. It's increasing your savings before increasing your lifestyle. It's staying invested during downturns instead of panicking. It's understanding that market dips are not disasters. They're discounts. The people who win long term know this. They buy consistently, especially when others are afraid, because markets recover. That's the pattern. Fear is temporary. Discipline compounds. So no, your income is not your biggest obstacle. Your consistency is your greatest asset. And if you have an employer retirement plan, use it. If you're not contributing yet, start. Even 1%. If you're already contributing, increase it. Every raise you get, send part of it to your future before your lifestyle can steal it. That habit alone can transform everything. Because wealth is rarely one giant leap. It's thousands of tiny decisions stacked over time. And one day, those boring little choices become freedom. That's the truth. Not flashy, not sexy, but real. And real is what lasts. So manage your money like it was never yours to waste. Build quietly. Invest steadily. Trust the process. And let time do what hype never can. If this message hit different, if something in your spirit just shifted, don't let it stop there. Hit like, not for the numbers, but because there's a steward somewhere still scrolling who needs to find this. Share it with the one who's been praying for breakthrough, but hasn't had the word broken down with receipts yet. And subscribe to Bible Rebooted. We're not here to make you feel good. We're here to hand you the truth and show you what to do with it. It's your boy, Dave Solara, signing out. Like, subscribe, and stream the music.
For the broken, the weary, you see us. Our storms don't scare you, in our weakness you shine bright.